Hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dying Light 2. Today we have some more downloadable content. They need to make that easier to download. It's hella annoying. You have to download 3 things if you go into separate Steam files. Yeah, basically instead of say play for free in the DLC for the new survival outfit, click the actual link, like the box, and it will take you to an install that says download. Otherwise it will keep trying to launch the game. Nightmare. Anyways, also can't really do it off of the store like I did last time. Weird. Anyways, regardless, my friends, today we have access to a brand new, beautiful armor set. I don't think it's going to be endgame based. It's kind of just, well, honestly, at this point it should be, because it's, yeah, like it's like long since time since people have actually been playing the game. So hopefully they eventually start cranking out some really good endgame armors, or at least scale them up, but we'll see. Regardless, this armor set to me is way cooler, but it also is another two-handed weapon. Sorry for some of you guys who would like this one-handed builds or whatnot, although I will say we tested that a couple days ago, like a long time ago actually. I played a lot of Elden Ring. Anyways, but yeah, there's a lot weirdness going on with the armor. Like, it seems like the armor doesn't matter in the slightest. So getting like 50% more one-handed damage, two-handed damage, range damage seems to do like 10% more damage. It's odd. Anywho, we're gonna buy this. So what is it? It's a sharp weapon, two-handed weapon. It's got real terrible durability. Holy shit. A powerful sword to kill any enemy. Strike fast like lightning. Alright. Oh, it's also the medic gear, which I guess makes sense because medic is kind of like parkour, but yeah, honestly, medic gear, with all the testing that I've done, is actually it. Like, it seems like a really good thing, because you're buffing the only damage that seems to actually benefit from a tiny bit of buffing damage. If that makes any sense. Basically, nothing buffs anything, so yes, but just because the range damage and the two-handed damage does nothing for us, it's just better to go for medic, which is going to give you more healing. Although I also felt like the healing didn't do anything, and like the medic thing is always, you have like greater regeneration speed, but it means nothing, because you can only regenerate 30% of your health. So it makes sense if it increased the pool and the amount that you regenerate, but otherwise it's like one of the most useless things ever. I think they really need to balance the armor in the game, just so there's a reason to hunt for stuff, because right now there is none. Yeah, no reason to farm, no nothing, but god damn, this gear looks clean. Oh, 24. Actually, it's not the worst armor rating, but yeah, especially with me being at world level 8. But yeah, oof. I should have showed you guys my stats beforehand. Maybe at the end of the video I'll put all my stuff on again, but this looks so cool. It'd be cool if they like ever introduced transmog. Regardless, we have damage resistance in the day +2. +5 and +1 on night, and effective healing. Reconnaissance time, this is awful. This is like the worst armor I've ever seen. Also, why is my character just frozen like that? This is brutal. This is like obscenely bad. Also, I didn't mean to take that. Oh wait, no, they improved. Oh, did they update the other one too? Let me see. They didn't. Weird. Okay, so this one's still one and done. Yeah, so like this one, it has upgrade slots, so you can recycle the gain, so you can like reset it basically, so you can infinitely have this. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, this one is auto scale to your level, so this one's just better in every way, because yeah, you can put a charm on it that basically repairs it always, but the other one you can't. That don't seem right. That seems like a bullshit. Anyways, we'll fuck around with this one, but it looks pretty dope. All right, so the weapon, I mean, it kind of just looks like a scrap katana. Yeah, which, you know, is kind of a on-the-nose thing to say, but also, I don't remember how to play this game. A little bit lag, not good in that regard, but, I mean, we just, yeah, the armor is not helping us in the slightest, because this is a two-handed weapon, but it looks so cool. The armor, I mean. Maybe it's meant to just be smash. How fast is it? Not fast. It's not fast. It's just a stat stick, dude. Melee weapons mean nothing. It's just the mods. Just put a mod on your weapon, and that's what will do the big pooba damage. But yeah, it feels a little bad, honestly. Come here, you son of a bitch. Okay, I mean, that's it against, you know, zombies. But what do you expect? Everything's dead. I mean, our outfit looks like ungodly sick. Let me get my fist weapon. There we go, so we can see our hands a little bit. Yeah, our hands look dope, which is like the only metric we can kind of see. Look at them, look at those cool arms. Well, no, the game will not let me look at cool arms anyway. You know how it be. It looks neat. I mean, oh, dude, that's such a shame. The armor looks so bad. We got Faith in the left arm sleeve. It's on both. Maybe it's on both sides. It looks great. It looks clean. Also, our general aesthetic. Like, I'm sorry, I kind of pushed past it because the stats are so abysmal. That looks so ungodly cool. Why is there a blur happening? I think my whole thing got reset, so I think I need to fuck around with my settings again. But no, the armor looks absolutely amazing. Although it doesn't look too different from like this armor, which is the movement armor. It's kind of like the same preset, you see? Yeah, actually a little bit different, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if I really need to show you guys, maybe, okay, because it gives us a little bit of parkour damage, let me just show you guys a quick representation of what that looks like, which is to say there's nothing here and it's sad. You're a wizard, Harry, hurry the fuck up, thank you. Yes, we will see if we can make things happen here. Who knows? The weapon, I think we'll need to help to make okay. But yeah, I mean, it kills things. I mean, most things kill anything, frankly. Also, are you alive? I thought I took your leg off and you're still kicking. Anyways, parkour damage, right? That's what this buffs. So we're gonna do our run, and then, well, we could have done that, I guess, but didn't really want what it wasn't what I was trying to do. So far, weapon is shit. Armor is awesome aesthetically. This is the parkour damage we just dealt. Basically, like, what is it, 10%? I don't know. Just nothing, basically. Not good enough. You're better off just hitting. Also, this has not been improved. Well, that was just a style thing to do. But anyways, yeah, the grapple thing only killed him because, yeah, fall damage is nuts. Anyways, just to give you guys some clarity. Also, I mean, did we even get any healing? We got we have two damage resistance. And again, I could show you guys what it looks like to have an abundance of like parkour damage, which again, parkour damage is actually something that you can feel. So if like, okay, let's try to make the weapon that they gave us the best thing on the planet, okay? And I'll show you guys how to do that. I'm sure you guys probably already know, but fuck it. I'll be holier than thou to show you guys. So we're gonna put on a bunch of tank gear, even though it's not gonna do much. So you guys see that we're basically, well, actually, before we put on the tank gear, let me just hit something just real quick before we actually throw a bunch of things there. Okay, here's a normal guy. Wait, there. 10%, 20%, 25% of their health away. Now let's put on some tank gear. We look significantly less cool, I'll give you that. But our weapon damage... God damn it, I haven't played this game so long. I'm there. We hit one enemy. Okay, so we did basically... So we were doing 25, and now we're doing like 35. Which, you know, yeah, but anyways, needless to say, it's still not better than archery and stuff like that. See, like that, yeah, see, we did like 25 and now we're doing like 30, 35 maybe. And even still, an enemy can dodge this whenever they want. So that's the main hindrance. Also, how do I play this game? Jesus Christ, stop hitting me. Like if I just smash, like swing. That seems like, well, no, the enemies still dodge a lot, so I guess that was my initial problem. Stop it! Yeah, I took off his leg. Yeah, so the weapon is, I mean, again, the problem is that enemies keep dodging, and even if we put mods on it, you're basically just hoping that you detonate the mod to basically make it so that they can't run away. All right. I honestly don't really want to throw my special points into this weapon. Like the weapon, the armor is like unquantifiably cool. Like it looks incredible. Also, can we please look at the thing? Jesus Christ. So many little tiny bugs that piss me off. Anyways, the weapon, it's just like a real rustic ass looking katana. Like, and then we are also at endgame, you get this, which is an actual cool katana with like a flame thing. Yeah. So you can see the little fuckiness that I'm experiencing right now. But, ladies and gentlemen, I honestly don't know if this is entirely worth jumping back in. I realize these are like the first initial kind of, additive things to the game. So maybe they're thinking that people are still in the end or mid to low game kind of thing. But I just think that this achieves kind of nothing. I mean, yes, if you are getting into the game, this could be a nice buff, but there's better armor. Like even blue gear. I can't show you any because I don't have any, but you can do like the peak farm gear to get level 9 gear immediately. So, and they haven't patched that. Sorry, what I meant by it, like this doesn't achieve anything, is ideally free DLC content makes people want to jump into the game and experience or get it, you know, scarcity, FOMO, fear of missing out, although it will always be there, so it's not like FOMO is the thing, but just the idea that, oh, I want to get in there and experience this thing, have this thing, increase my collection of whatever. That's nice, but the fact that there's like no power gain in it makes it feel like, well, I already have better gear, why would I load back in? Or even just if it was hyper specific into what it did. Like for instance, maybe it just gave you the highest achievable possible amount of only one, like, so you know how we open up our stats, you guys can see all of these tiny little bonuses? What if it just completely gave us, I don't know, like parkour damage, and it gave us the highest possible thresholds for parkour damage? Something just so that there was like a speciality to getting the gear, because right now there's no reason for people to come and log back in unless the only reason is if you're even if you're new, you're just getting into the game. As soon as you can get to the city, you can farm for level 9 gear immediately, easily, and there's a lot of benefit to doing that. So yeah, to me that just makes no sense, and maybe they are planning on patching all of that out. That seems like, well, there's still a shit ton of people. I think the mass majority of your player base who actually are invested in the game did the farm or have played enough to where they're past this point. So to me, if I could, I would hope that the developers eventually will start to like give us gear that we actually want to hunt for. And yeah, again, the things that I'm like hoping and praying that they actually do give us armors or whatever that have different scaling and actually make it matter. So like, again, I talked about how it seems like the 50% bonus damage does really nothing. It's like 10% more damage, and the problem isn't hitting hard with melee weapons. You can do that through mods, but the problem is the enemies aren't letting you hit them because they're dodging and blocking and all this weird shit. So it's not even good if you want to do more damage because it's pointless. You need to be able to hit them. So I don't know if that means they need to adjust the AI, but yeah, or if they just need to make it so that there is an investment to where it's like, okay, no, if you just land one hit, you drop the enemy. If you have the best gear, you have everything level 9, everything in the tank gear, you have a two-handed weapon, you land one hit, things are dropping like a sack of potatoes. Okay, that's something to work towards, hunt for, etc. But the other thing that I would love to see, hopefully, that they do with DLC content, and honestly, I was hoping that they would do this with changing the medical gear. But basically, parkour damage is super niche and super specific. I would love like force generation / even if they just like pivoted parkour attack damage scaling to be just force generation. So what I mean by that is one of the things that everybody loves is doing. Like I would love if I could do this. And I could kick somebody and like launch them like in a Dead Island. Like that would be awesome. Or if when I yoinked somebody, I fucking yoinked them like a lot. Instead of it just kind of being like, and I'm just putting you on your face and I'm just gonna stomp on your head, and that's basically it. And the only thing that can really gain up the parkour damage is the dart, which is the only thing that's kind of useful, which is where you sprint and you can like smash into somebody. So that's good, but that's like the only attack. So you're trading off the crazy variability of all the weapons and all the exciting things you can wield for the ability to sprint and to do that. That's it. That's not a great effect. Also, again, the medic that's supposed to heal you, give you parkour damage, give you healing efficiency, I felt none of that. We used all of it. Maybe it was just broken at the time, but there has been no patch that seemingly have fixed it. So I don't know. There's the healing effect. The healing recovery is like I had like 100 or not 100. I had like 50, and I felt nothing. So to make it all simplified, I really hope that they eventually tweak the like rebalance the like two-handed weapon damage to actually be something people seek out, try to perfect, try to gain, etc. Because right now it doesn't matter. Even if they gave us level 10 gear, it wouldn't make a difference. Yeah. But if they patch and rebalance the melee, two-handed damage, stuff like that, sure. If they even just gave us a higher chance to get specific like knuckle duster damage in some of our gear, perfect. But there has been no showcase of that yet, which is shitty. Also, I would love it if to me there was some way to amplify the funnest parts of the game's mechanics, and you could do that through the armor, specifically also through the DLC expansion stuff, to where if I could kick something and I knock it like far the fuck away, hell yeah. And again, I'm totally worth, like to me this is my hope, as I hope there's a way to earn that gear, because just to have the ability to like you download something and then you can Spartan kick somebody like 10 feet, that's maybe too much. or maybe it's on cooldown or whatever. But point being, if you could just download and get that power, it'd be excessive. But if there was a way to like do a special battle arena that if you made it past all the waves and you were able to do it, then you would be rewarded this kind of goofier, funner way to play. Awesome. But as far as the gear and the weapons, I'm happy. I mean, it's cool. It's better than not getting anything right. For people who really are invested in the game and just want to keep engaging with it in any way possible, I just don't know how that really gets you to do that besides, look at the pretty sword. And then that's it, you know? But, ladies and gentlemen, still, I'm going to collect this. I'm happy that it's also free content. I don't mean to be coming across ungrateful. I just don't know if this is the play to make, because it just seems like it's a loss. Like, you had to go out of your way to download armor that is fundamentally awful compared to anything that you're able to get if you're even at least in 3 hours into the game. And yeah, it's not even like it's specific build focused where it's like, oh, you really like knuckle dusters? Here's an armor set that massively exceeds on knuckle dusters. Again, there's still the option for them to do that in the future, which I really hope they do. Hopefully they also, again, rebalance the like armor gain so that you can actually feel like your armor is giving you something rather than it just being like a marginal increase that you could do with or without. Doesn't really matter. And as far as the weapon, I mean, it's a weapon. Every weapon is kind of pointless right now because the only thing that matters is mods. It doesn't mean nerf mods. I think it just means make it so that there's a way for you to get around the enemies dodging and blocking constantly. Because the only thing that can do that is ranged, and there's not even like a huge damage drop off with ranged weapons. So it just, nothing makes sense in terms of the end game balancing of this game. I love it to bits. I hope I'm not sounding negative. I love this game and I'll continue to cover just about everything on it. But those are problems I think need to be addressed sooner rather than later. But there's also a lot of bugs, so give them probably a month to kind of tidy everything up. Hopefully they'll rebalance the end game armors and such. And hopefully we get some actual mid to end game content pretty soon here. Hopefully it's earned. As much as I like the free stuff, it's also nice to earn something, and usually when it's not just free, they actually can put power behind it. So when you actually have to do a quest, you have to actually do a battle arena or a thing or a Easter egg hunt or something. Typically they're like, hey, we need to reward you because you actually had to achieve something. Or at least that's been my experience in games who have DLC reward systems. But yes, anyways, hopefully the rewards in the future will be a little bit more spicy and actually change up the way you play maybe, or even just give you an easy access to power, because that to me is kind of the point of DLC stuff, is to give you another reason to play, pull you back in, or just give you an upper hand against the world because you happen to be within the community and paying attention to when there's DLC and cool free shit. But alas, if you're just getting into the game, you're curious about it, download these packs. I would say that probably the tank one seems stronger. But the sword you can always auto repair if you have the Korik special keychain, so I guess that one does level up its power and make it better. But I still don't think it's worth getting because you can get level 9 gear really fast just by going to certain chests. We made videos about it. And yes, but alas, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. Subscribe button over there, 2 videos to my far right. We'll continue to cover everything Let It Die. I keep saying that, Dying Light 2. Similar names, not really, but kind of. We'll continue to cover everything about this game, DLCs, updates, and all. Thank you so much for putting up with me. Also, forgive me for this being a little delayed. I was waiting for all of the things to come out, and then Elden Ring hit, and I was like, oh my god! So, forgive me, but thank you for being patient with me, and goodbye, my friends.